everyone. I'm Antima Mishra. I'm a research intern at IIT Hyderabad, and now I also doing software engineer virtual program at Walmart program. My basically main domain was data science. If you have any queries, meet to me at my LinkedIn as I share my link here. Now let's go. What's I talk about that? So good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our journey into the future of technology. Today, we are going to explore one of the most exciting as well as transformative technology of our time, the artificial intelligence. As we know that AI is not just a buzzword anymore; it is a reality of changing the lives in the way we never thought. From Siri to self-driving cars, AI is everywhere. It's the technology that making our life easier, more convenient, as well as thus the efficient. Think about it. When was the last time you asked your Siri or your Google Assistant to set a reminder, send a message, or play your favorite songs? That's AI in action. And it's not just limited to our personal lives, but AI revolutionizing the industries like the finance, as well as the healthcare, as well as the transportations, educations. But what exactly AI is? It is not just a fancy word for the computer science as well, but not quite. Like AI is so much more than that. It's the ability of machine to think, learn, as well as to adapt like a human. It's an ability to analyze vast amount of data, identify the patterns that you have to decide, that you have to make a decision on the real time as well. So imagine the world where machines can learn from the experience, improve their performance, as well as how they decision without the human interpretations. That's the world of AI where the living is we today. Over next 50 minutes, we are going to take a journey into the world of AI. We explore what is AI is, how incredible opportunity it will be present. We also discuss the challenges and the concern that come with the powerful technology. So, are you ready to unlock the power of the artificial intelligence? Let's get started. So, firstly, what is artificial intelligence? Like artificial intelligence is a branch of the computer science that deal with the building of the infrastructures, intelligent machines, that these machines can perform a task typically require a human intelligence, but also like a problem solving, reasoning, perceptions. These all are the categories of the artificial intelligence. Think about your smartphones voice assistants like Siri and Alexa that you have heard. Like these assistants can understand your voice command, respond to your questions, as well as how even they learn your preferences. That's AI in action, actually. Now AI is a vast field, and like many fields, they have to be approaches. But one key area is machine learning, how it involves the computer learning from the data without being explicitly programmed. And within the machine learning, we have a deep learning, which involves the complex neural networks, in which we have to inspire the human being also. So think about that. AI are truly endless. I think so. From the self-driving cars to medical diagnosis, AI is revolutionary. Industries across the board. So, as we have the journey into the future, let's imbalance the potential of the AI. So, firstly, we have to discuss what are the AI spectrums, understanding the different types of artificial intelligence we have to faces in day-to-day our life. So, like imagine a line with a 3 points. the narrow AI, the general AI, and the super AI. So, what are these? Each point represent a different types of AI in a real time as well. So, let's start with the narrow AI. So, what is narrow AI? Let's start with narrow AI. This type of AI is really good, doing a specific one thing. For example, like Siri. Siri on your iPhone can understand your voice and answer your questions, answers your questions. Like it's like a super smart calculator that can only do a math problems. But next we have a general AI. This is the type. This is a type of AI is like a robot that can do many things, just like a human. It can drive a car, recognize the faces, and even play a game with you. It's like a robot that can help you with a lots of tasks in a real time as well. So as we move next slide, I have to finally telling about the what are super intelligence AI. Super intelligence AI mean this type of AI is like a genius. Genius, I mean say genius. Like they can solve really hard problems and learn new things super fastly. Like it's like a super smart and personal, which can answer each and every question which you asked in that way. So to sum up it up, like a narrow eye is a good at one thing. Like general AI can do many things, and the super intelligence is a super smart and can solve hard problem as well. And that's AI spectrum is in a nutshell also, in a real time base also. So now imagine you create your own AI. What kind of AI do you want to create? Let me clear one thing, that one that's good at math, one that can play good game with you, and one that can solve your all real time problems. That can be possibility are unless or endless also. So here next was, what is machine learning and how it is be performed? The machine learning is the type of a subset that endlessly able to computer to learn all the data without explicit problems or a programming, as well as to learn from the data. It enables the system to learn from the data as well, just like how we learn from the our experience and mistakes. The machine can learn too. But how does it work? Well, there are many main types of the machine learning. So, firstly, we have to go through supervised learning. So, what is supervised learning? Imagine you are teaching a child to recognize a different animals. So, you show a picture of a cat. So, you say that this is a cat, and then you show a picture of a dog. Then you say that this is a dog. But the child can learn and recognize the difference between the cat and the dog. That's a supervised learning. So now we move to the unsupervised learning. So what is unsupervised learning? Imagine you are giving a child a bunch of toys and asking them to the group or a similar together. They might group all the blocks together, all the dogs or together, and so on. But the child is learning to find a pattern and relationship on their own. That's a unsupervised learning, where the child learning to find a pattern. After they finding the pattern, then they relate the relationship between their own also. You don't have to explain, you don't have to explain what's the type and what's the type, how they relate each other, but they generate the relationship between both of them. This is called the unsupervised learning. Now we move to reinforced learning. Reinforced learning is about how you imagine, like you imagine you are playing a game with a child, and every time they do something right, you give them a reward. When he win the game, you give them a reward, and they learn to make a decision based on the reward they get. Like that's a reinforced learning, where you when the child play well and play well, follow all the rules of the games, and then they decided to based on that reward they have to play well as well. This is called reinforced learning. Now we move to the deep learning as well. Firstly, I have to explain one more thing about that machine learning. Like machine learning is not about just how machine can learn by through, or how machine can learn, or how machine can detect all the patterns, all the systematic pattern they have to follow, and according to that pattern they have to act according to that. Now we have taken example of how machine learning is in action in a real life also. So machine learning, imagine a system that can analyze the medical images to detect the cancer. Here we take an example of real time, where a person which is suffer from the cancer, at that case, we a system that analyzes the medical images of the cancers. Okay, so that machine learning is in action. Why in action? Because the system is learning from the data and recognizing the patterns and making prediction on that. After prediction on that, then a doctor or a smart agents peoples can decide if the person is suffering from which stage of the cancer. It is in the last stage or it is in the first stage. It depends upon the report which he learned. So, according to the machine learning, if the system is analyzes the medical images to detect the cancer, at that case the machine can in action. Like the system is learning from the data, recognizing the pattern individually, and making decision upon them. And then it's like having a super smart doctor who can analyze the thousands of images in a second. Like in a second, you have to grab all the small patterns that we uses in the image as well. So that's the magic of the machine learning. In machine learning there are many things, like it is a powerful tool that can help us in so many ways, and the best part is it's still evolving and getting better every day. Now how we can say that AI is in action. Like AI have a many things, but how we can say like AI now is in action. Let's talk about how AI is being used in a different industries to make our lives more better. So how we can say that AI nowadays, how AI is used in every each and every field. So firstly, there are many categories where AI is generally used, that are AI in is like AI help in a healthcare, in a finance, in a transportation, in a education. Like these are the categories where AI is mainly used. AI is helping a doctor to diagnose these diseases more accurately and quickly. It's like having a super smart doctor who can analyze thousands of the medical images in a second. Then how we say that how the AI is used in a finance. So, like it is a general question. Like AI helping the bank detect fraud. Like you have heard that there are many things. Like there was a fraud detection in a bank ATM. That will be also grabbing by the AI. Also, they also detect how in which field of the bank will be frauded by the criminals. How the crime will be act on the ATM. These all will be detected by the AI itself. So these are the machine learning which we have to use. So it's like having a super smart accountant who can analyze the thousand of like transaction in a second. Analyzes the thousand of transaction, in which transaction there was a fault, in which transaction there was a defect on that. In that way, we can say that AI is on that path. Now we move to the how AI will be helpful in the transportation. Like as we know that the transportation is also a big major issue in our country as well. How AI can be helpful in our transportation. So AI helping in self-driving the cars to navigate the roads and optimize the routes. It's like having a super smart GPS that can avoid all the traffics in the traffic jams in the Indian road, like in Delhi as well. There are so many traffic, so much traffic. According to this, we have to use our AI tools, which help us to like to grab the patterns, like which road is now after 5 minutes, which road is now free, which road be now a vacant. At that case, we have to use AI, a Google Map, which also follows the AI. At that case, we have to say that AI is also used in transportation to clear out our to clear out our the traffic jams, wasting the times in the traffic jam. This all will be covered in that also. So how the education we prefer on that, this was the very big issue in India. Like how AI can be help in the education as well, dude. Like AI is helping in student learn to more effectively and with a personalized education plans. It's like having a super smart teacher who can tailor the lesson one by one to each student who needs. Like nowadays students are generally used AI in education purpose also. Like there are many causes, pros and causes also, but as we say that in education field AI helps more a lot, so that's why like students learn more effectively with the personalized education plan through AI also. So in that way, we have said that the AI make a big impact in our society, industries, and as well as it may also like it's also exciting that to think about how it can help us in the future as well. So these are the factors in which now the AI will be impactful in finance, in education, in healthcare. These all are the terms where the AI are majorly used. So now we get over that how AI can affect. Okay, so here, what is deep learning? Like we have to say that the machine learning is the title. So what is the subtitle? Like machine under the machine learning, there are subtopic also. There in this, we have to say that deep learning is at that also part of the machine learning. It is a sub part of the machine learning. So deep learning is about all about the how the machine is uses a artificial neural network inspired by the structure of the human brain to analyze or to learn the large amount of data. The deep learning is only analyzes and learn from the large amount of data, and on that basis it will be give a result to the person or to the human being as well. So here we discuss how AI can be helped, like in a image recognition, NLP, and the speech recognition. How image recognition may work in the deep learning. So we now we have to get to know about that. Deep learning power images the recognition system, allowing the machine to identify and classify the objects with images. Like deep learning is all about how it allowing the machine to detect, to recognize the patterns of the images, to identify the machine and classify the object which we have to show. Generally, basically, we have to say that there are in real life we have seen that many people's making a project on face recognition system. It's also a part of deep learning. These peoples are using a deep learning on that project as well. So image recognition is also a part, like it may help to detect all the patterns of your face. In general, I was talking about the face recognition system. I give an example, like how face recognition work. Like it may detect your face and detect your pattern, skin tone, which pattern you have to gain, like which shape you have, which face shape you have, like which skin tone you have. Like these all are the factor it will be detected by the deep learning. According to that, it will be suggest about your perfection, like which dress you have to wear, which dress will be perfect for you. These all are the condition and which deep learning has to be work. So now next will be the NLP. How NLP is working. Like NLP is about the field where the AI is focused to enabling all the computer to understand, to interpret it, and to generate the human being's thought or languages. So, about that, there are three factors like the text analysis, machine translation, and as well as the chatbots. So, what are the text analysis? Here I have present in the PPT. What are text analysis? NLP techniques that can analyze the data to extract the meaning, sentiment, and key points. Like text analysis, like you have to give a prompt to the AI. At that case, it will be checked which keyword is important for your searching. Like you have to search on a search bar. In that search bar you have to write like Mintra sale in 2004. So he detect that sale, he detect that text analysis. On that basis of text analysis, it will give you result. Like he detect the sale as well as which platform do you want to sell on, which platform do you see the sale or which platform do you see the uh, sales, as well as you have to see which year you have to want to see the which year you have to see the sale, like 2004, as well as which platform, e-commerce platform, Mintra. why do you reach there? Because you have to see which category the sale will be open. So the NLP is only about it detect the text analysis, which key points, yeah, which keywords are so important to detect that punch. Okay, so this is the text analysis. Now we have to go machine translation, a very important topic. Like NLP power machine translate system is allowing how automatic translation to text in a different languages. Like you have to machine translation is all about the language translation. Matlab, it's just a replica of the we have to say that we take an example, like it's a replica of the language translation. When we give a prompt in a Hindi, we have to say that please translate into English or a France into Italy. At that case, it will at that case AI help you, or NLP help you to analysis the all the patterns of the prompt you have to give it, and then on that basis it will be translated your text on that basis. Now third one is the chatbot. Oh, very familiar, we all are familiar with the chatbot. There are so many chatbots. There are healthcare chatbots. There, say like in each and every e-commerce website, they have their own chatbot where people can freely ask their issues. The people can freely help by that chatbot also. So at that case, the chatbot is the main key. Like it is an AI agent which can interact with the human natural languages. Like many, I also see that there are emotional chatbot also. They also have to share their feelings. They also share their emotions on the chatbot, that the people may connect with each other. There is no difference. Like nowadays, the chatbot performing like there is no difference between the human as well as chatbot. They share their feeling as well. So I also visit in few days before, I've seen a one chatbot, that is a chatbot of emotional chatbot where you have to communicate. Like it is an emotional dog chatbot. Like you have to communicate with the chatbot. As a chatbot, it will be performing like a dog. With in a chatbot of preference perspective, it is a dog, and in my perspective, I'm okay. So I'm chatting with the chatbot, dog chatbot. It will be shared the all the experience, all the emotions to me, and I share my emotion to you. Like it is a friendly way. Like it is my dog, and I'm talking about what should we do, and now how was your day, like that. So the chatbot is also a vast topic in a AI as well. So we have to move next topic. So how the computer vision may a big impact in our real life aspect also. So in the field of AI that can enable all the interpreted images, like computer vision. Like we have to divide the computer vision, like computer vision. There are four segmentations, like object recognition, image segmentation, motion detection, and the facial recognition. That I say that the facial recognition. In facial recognition, we have to say the computer have used the facial recognition, in which it allowing to be identification, authorization as well as individual. Like each chatbot wanted your authorization. If you authorize to if you authorize that you have to allowing chatbot to give a permission about that, yeah, I'm okay with this performance and all, it will be okay. But otherwise we have to say, like in other way, like what is in other way we have to say that, like object recognition. Computer vision system are identifying the and classifying the how the object will be recognized. In that case, it classify the object within a image and the videos as well. Like I have to show one thing, that image segmentation, how image segmentation is work. Like computer vision is the algorithm. It's all about the algorithm. If you finding the pattern, after finding the pattern, at that case you will be highlighting the specific object with their images, features, description, how it will be help in a real time. This all will be explained by the email explanation. So now we have to talk about what about the robotics. Okay. No. Firstly, we have to discuss about the how the AI will be, like a dark side of the AI. How the AI will be dark side. Like Yeah, it would be good for us, but as we have a powerful technology nowadays, as there are many concern about the AI, how the AI can be worked. So, in my perception, AI have its own dark side also. Like we have to say, what are the advantages of the AI? That should be make our life more easier. But how the AI have to be problematic for us also. So, firstly, how AI can be a dark side for us, how it will be giving a disadvantage to our real life. So, we have to see firstly on that way. Like AI have a particular section, we have to say that there was a job displacement. The job displacement as an AI take over certain jobs. We need to ensure that we are preparing worker for the future. It's like having a robot take over a job, but we need to make sure that the person who was doing that job has a new one also. Like if AI take a certain jobs, at that case, it's like having a robot take over all the job, but we need to make sure that the person who was doing that job has a new one also. So how this was the first section, how AI will be show their dark side of the. And the second one is the discrimination and the bias, how the discrimination and bias will be followed by the AI. So we need to make sure that AI system are fair and don't discriminate against a certain group of people. Like it's like having a robot that are biased against the certain people and make a need to be fixed on that. Like it will be little bit offensive for that on the context of AI, but we have to see that there are many things we have to figure out that. Like the third one is, in my opinion, there was a third one is a privacy and security. High privacy and security will be affected the real lifestyle of the human beings. So we need to make sure that AI system are secure and protect our personal data also. And it's having a robot that can access all the our personal informations, and we need to make sure that it's safe also. Like you have to say that ethical ethic considerations, where we need to think about the ethical implications of the AI, that make sure it being used to be for good only way. Okay, it's like having a robot that can decide its own, and we need to make sure it makes the right one. Like now we have to say that how the robotics part will be important for us. The robotics is the field of engineering focused on the designing, constructing, as well as performing the tasks automatically. Like in our industries, the robotics are also a vast topic for us. Like how AI will be work. Now AI will be work as a robot. It will be performing like a human being in a robotic form. Like there are many types of robots, like industrial robots, service robots, as well as the autonomous robots, in which the industrial robot is all about the manufacturing, the assemblies, and the welding. The healthcare, hospitality, these all are nowadays, each hospital have their own robots, own AI robots, where they take an help from their AI and make their work more easier. But it is not like if we say that if a person having their benefit, it always have their disadvantages also. Like each topic have their own benefits, own advantages, but it's have their own disadvantages also. So we have to figure out that how AI can helpful for us and how AI can not helpful for us. In the industrial basis, it is like in some sectors it would be helpful, but in some it doesn't. Like in this case, I show in a ppt, like Types of robot, there was industrial robots. And what are the application of industrial robots? They are manufacturing, assembling, and the welding. We have to say that in industry purpose, AI works so well. But in the service robot, there some people, like I said that the healthcare, hospitality, or delivery. These all are the terms where we have to use the service robots. What about the autonomous vehicles? Autonomous vehicle is like a transportation and logistic. Like in our universities also, you have to say nowadays, university also use an AI robot to play or to start their automatic vehicles, which have their own Google Maps. According that Google Map, it indicate their directions, indicate their path routes. According to that, it doesn't like it is a self-driving automation vehicles. Like in many university, as we say that in IITs, in NITs, in VITs, they all use automatic self-driving vehicles. Like they make their work more easier. According to that, now we have to move in next slide. What are the futures? What are the conclusion we have to say that? So here the future of the AI. So firstly, how we can say that AI is a future for us? Like the AI is rapidly involving. Like AI is rapidly like AI is rapidly involving with the advancement of the involvement. What are the future of AI? We have to thinking about that. AI has a potential to solve some of the world most pressing problems, such as the climate change. The climate change was a super major problem, and climate change as well as the inequality. It's like having a super smart robot that can help us to solve these problems. But we need to make sure that we are using our AI responsibly and the benefit of the humanity also. But we need to make sure that let's make these AI responsibility and benefit of the humanity to make a human life good as well. So let's work together to create a future where AI help us make the world more better place. So in this case, how we can say that the AI can help us in the future as well? So in the PPT, I show that there was a personalized uh, experiences, enhance the productivity, as well as improve the quality of the life. Now we have to say how the AI will be the personalized experiences in the future. So AI will be tailor the experience to individual preferences, like offering a personalized recommendation, healthcare and education. You also have to heard that, or you also have to see in various e-commerce website, they have to provide your own recommendation systems. They recommend you over the 7 week, like over the 1 week, what you have to mostly you have to visit it, which product. According to that, they decided or they recommend you to buy these product which is most likely on your cart. This is also a system learning or a machine learning which detect all the patterns over the week. After that, they will recommend you the product or according to that. At that case, we have to say that AI play a major role in everywhere. In e-commerce website, and in a healthcare, as we say that previously in slides. And the third one is the educations, the finance, as well as the industries. So mainly like I give an example of e-commerce website. Over a week, if you order some skincare products, according to that you waiting for a one product which comes in a sales, but it didn't come. It only verified that at a specific time or a specific date, a time period of a date, like you have to only get this product in a sale only. At that case, we have to find that these products which you are riches over the week. According to that, the E-commerce website, like we have to take an example of Amazon. Like Amazon recommend you the product that you have visited over the week, and which is more good for you. Like you have added those product in your carts. According to that, they have to recommend the product, and then you have to buy. Like it's an amazing. Like here also a machine learning work, where it detect all the patterns. After recognizing all the patterns, or after analyzing all the patterns, after that recognition, they predict the patterns. Which type of product do you search over the week? After that, the e-commerce website recommend you, you have to buy this product because you were searching over the week and over these respective days, so you have to buy on that. So there are a major role in a machine learning as well as the AI in our personal life also. So how the future of AI should be working? Like it enhance the productivity. How the AI will be enhance the productivity? It will be little bit suffering from that, but all that it may automate or optimize your solution. Like how AI is enhance your productivity. There are many there are many works, or there are many fields we have to work on that. Like as we say that there was a co-pilot, where Microsoft will be provided the co-pilot, where it is just like a chatbot, where you have to convey your prompt or problem into the search bar, and he give all the respective or the relative answers which you wanted. Like if you wanted any code answer, if you give a problem, a lead code problem, let's take an example, as I'm a computer science student. So I give an example. Like we take an example of a lead code problem. If we take a lead code problem, I copy them and paste into the, like Copilot, I paste into Copilot. At Copilot, it will be detected the main keyword. Like it analyzes the text. After analyzing the text, it will give the answer according to that basis only. According that basis, it will be releases the respective answer, which is answer is best. I also type on that please please write a code in a optimized or a good quality code method. According to that, it will be analyzes the word, like good quality code, as well as optimization will be good, as well as the time complexity, space complexity will be good. According to that basis, it will be given an answer respective to you. Like it is a good for many people, it will be help the student as well, but somehow it is doesn't work out now. Like people doesn't think by their own mind. Like they does not know how to work, how to explore the things. Like nowadays, according to me, ChatGPT help us, but somehow it doesn't help. Like like people does not wanted to know, they does not wanted to think more about. Like they always wanted to take an help of ChatGPT, Gemini, as well as Copilot. These all are the platforms where you have to go for search. We does not wanted to think about that. So according to me, it will be not more good for us, but somehow it will be helpful to us. Okay, how the next point was improved quality of life. Like AI will be assist in a healthcare, as I told you earlier. It help to assist in a healthcare, elder cares, as well as the accessibilities, improving the quality of the life for everyone. Like how AI will be helpful for elders, you have to think about. Like AI also help. Like in many hospitals, there are so many cases. Doctors may handle that problem also, but somehow the machines can also handle that problem. That I say that there was a chatbot, the emotional dog chatbot, where people may share their emotion with their dogs. If they does not have their dog, if the dogs will be passed away, so he have to think about their dogs. So they will be sharing their feelings to that chatbot, and that chatbot will be grab those feeling according to their predefined prompts, will be predefinedly recorded on that basis. It will be answer the questions to the human beings. Like it will be good, but this case is related to this case, like how it improve the quality of life. Like if a person, if there was a person, he does not known about you, but the AI chatbot is like how you will be explore more and more fields. So according to me, it will be good. Now we have to discuss more about the how the how the chatbot will be works. Just a second. Okay. Okay. Huh. So, firstly, we have to talk about the computer vision in a good way. Like I said that the computer vision having a four themes. Like there was a object recognition, the image segmentation, the motion detection, as well as the facial recognition. Object detection is like all about how the like it detects the object features, as well as all the small things which is present in the object. It will be detected by this only. Now the motion detection. What is motion detection? Like the computer vision also helps to detect the movement images and the videos, which can helps to detect all that places. So computer vision is like a field of the air where it enables the computers to see and interrupt the images or videos much human basis. Like it only depends upon all that, but the computer visions only see the objects, images, motions, facial recognition. They detect that. After predicting like after detecting all the patterns, all the recognition patterns on that on that object, then it will be give a result on that basis. So how so in that way computer vision works in a AI background also. So we have to move. We discuss about the NLP, and then we have to move robotics, future computers. Name. Okay. Log. Like how we have to discuss about the speech recognition also. So how speech recognition help us? Like it developing a deep learning algorithm, like used in a speech recognition system, like it matching with the each and every word which you said. Like I said that today is a rainy day. Today is a rainy day. So the AI will, according to deep learning, the AI will be detect that at which day is a rainy day. Like I said, today is a rainy day. So that today it will be mentioned, it will be detect the today word, like today is a rainy day, which day, rainy day. So it will be like he will be detected that the today is a rainy day, so the temperature will be very low, and and it detected on that basis at which time period it will be a rainy day. According to this, according to algorithm, following all the algorithm, it will be detected if the system or if the recognition system will be detected the one word, one speech word we have to say that, one speech have to say that, and it will be converted into the text as well. So this will be the all about today's session. So thank you all, and also I said that if you have any query, please connect me in this link. Please connect me. I will show again. Okay. So if you have any query or questions, let me ask. If not, then please connect me in my LinkedIn profile. Here is my LinkedIn profile. You have to connect me, and you have to more guidance on that. You have to take a guidance on how to approach it, how to nowadays I'm working on a generative AI. Like you have any query regarding the data science and all, so you have to reach out to me.